it's recording. It's me now.
Oh, are you the host? Okay.
Apparently so. Hello, Oak and Poplar. It's myself and Miss Gingell here. And we thought we'd do this video together. We're going to put our worship into this video, but we just wanted to talk a little bit about Wednesday's learning. We're filming this on the Tuesday, so we hope you've had a really lovely day today. And we're super proud of all the work you're sending in. The Wednesday learning is very similar to the learning for this week, so just go through it, have a look through all of the links and decide which activities you would like to do today. I've seen some really lovely descriptive pieces of writing, Miss Gingell. Have you seen anything this week?
Yeah, I've seen some amazing ones actually, and some lovely mood graphs for their reading.
Yeah, I like that activity. I thought that was really nice. I thought it was quite creative to do. And we're super excited for next week's English, and I'm sure you'll see that soon, which is lovely. And their learning projects, the activities you've been doing this week are lovely as well. So yeah, well done guys, keep it up. We're checking every day, so keep going with the work and yeah, upload it and we will have a check-in later. I think that's probably it for this morning. Do you think, Miss Gingell? Yeah? I don't think there was anything else we really needed to say. Oh yeah, we were going to say, we were talking about the end of year, weren't we, a minute ago?
Oh yeah, we were.
We know it's really weird for you guys not to be with your friends and also just in school. Some of you have said about end of year. Things like hoodies have been asked quite a few times to me now. We will still be doing all the end of year things. We just don't know when we're going to do it. Hopefully we'll be able to all go back together and do some sort of end of year party. But regardless, we will definitely do it whenever we can. And we'll get on to hoodies and things like that because you'll still have them. It's just how it's going to look might be slightly different this year. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I think that's what we were going to say. No, that's it.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to start our worship. So Miss Gingell's going to start this off for us, and we're going to have a little about
okay.
our
So I'm going to start. Oh, I'm going to start by lighting the candle. Hopefully it'll work. Okay. Perfect. Quite a bright glow, isn't it? Jesus is the light of the world.
Shine, Jesus, shine.
Okay, so we're going to look at generosity today. So obviously we've been looking at it since we've been back after Easter. So generosity is a quality a lot like unselfishness. So someone showing generosity is happy to give time, money, food, or kindness to people in need. So generosity is a bit like honesty and patience, and we probably wish we all had more of it. When you show generosity, you might give away things, or you might give away money, or you might put others before yourself. However, generosity is actually a bit more than that. So when you're forgiving and gentle to people, you show generosity of your spirit. If you give others help or credit, that shows generosity. So have a little think now. Do you think that the world shows enough generosity?
I like the idea of generosity. I think like watching all of the worships that have gone up so far, I think it couldn't be more of an apt theme and value for us to think about at the moment, because I think people are doing things so much more like from the kindness of their hearts at the moment, because people are in that time of need, that actually we're probably showing generosity so much more than what we've ever shown it before, probably in more so like creative ways. Even if it's like making like your mum a cup of tea in the morning, or like making food for your family, I think it's so like people just showing it in different ways and being a bit more creative with it.
Definitely, and even the messages that people are putting on their windows for others to read and on their walls and on the pavements, it's just such a nice thing to be able to see when we go out and about on our walks and
yeah
things.
It's so nice. There's a bit in Bradford Avon where we do our walk, it kind of goes over the top of the houses, and there's a load of children in those houses, and they've gone out with their like floor chalk, and there's messages all down the street. It's really lovely. And like it's just one of those nice things. And then outside of Co-op near where I live, that as you walk out, it says like thank you, and then there's like little messages around for like the postmen and stuff like that to say like thank you for carrying on with your job. I think people are saying thank you for things that maybe we not took for granted for, but we didn't think of enough beforehand, so people are really grateful for that.
Yeah, definitely. Did you see on the news actually that some of the road workers in Swindon painted a message on the road for the NHS work?
No, I didn't. That's lush.
Yeah.
That's really nice. We were saying earlier as well, I don't know whether year six, you've seen it. Oh, kitten's here. Hello. I don't know whether you've seen it, but Brad and I have been following his story quite a lot. The Captain Tom, oh, she's climbing my leg. Captain Tom, who's walked so far in, is it his garden, his like outside space?
Yeah, it's his garden, yeah.
Just doing like continuous laps to raise money for the NHS. And I think I watched a bit of like an interview with him, and he was so humble and so kind. And just thought about like all the things that he could do, and he's raised like I think it's 29 million now, which is just crazy from like walking laps, because he wanted to give back. And I think I watched this thing that was saying like he's seen so much in his lifetime, and he didn't want to stop there, and he didn't want to waste his time thinking like, oh, there's not much I can do, I'm stuck inside. So he's still like continuing to give back. And yeah, we're obsessed. We watch it like all the time just to see where he's up to with things. She's just climbing my leg. Things like that are lush to see, like just the different ways people are doing things. It's been really lovely.
It has been really lovely, hasn't it?
She's off. Oh, she's fallen down. But it's like even things like going on like social media platforms now and seeing how people are like trying to bring people up, and like even like you said, it's like the kind words people are saying, or like just doing something, going out of your way to try and cheer someone up in that day is really lovely.
Yeah, definitely.
And I guess it's just changed people's mindset a little bit on like how we can support people, and be a little bit more generous in the way we do things.
Yeah, it's been lovely to see the communities come together, hasn't it?
Yeah, like I think it always feels like a bit more like what you'd see in like old school films, like the way people are like being with one another. And like I received a letter the other day, like I haven't received a letter in ages, and it was my little sister just like saying hello. just a little like, I want like make sure you're smiling sort of thing. And I thought that's so nice, like going out of your way to do something just to make someone feel a little bit like better about themselves.
That's lovely.
I think it's really special. It's really nice. And yeah, I'm liking seeing like all the stories like worldwide that people are doing. We were saying as well about like how certain jobs, and I know everyone's really interested in YouTube, but like certain YouTubers like giving their profits now to the NHS, or like other charities that are really suffering, like mental health charities, are receiving a lot of donations, which is amazing, because I think people are becoming more aware of all of that in this time.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is also,
there's a lot more giving at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, I hope though we take from this that like that doesn't need to stop, because like even going into like a shop, people are so grateful of the people who are working there and like around, and like people are chatting, and like I love the fact that people are saying to people like to stay safe and like stay well, and they're offering support in so many different ways. I hope that we take something from that and continue.
Yeah, it'd be really lovely for it to continue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and like it looks so bright and colourful out, like seeing all the rainbows. Sorry about that, guys. It seems to have had a little bit of a malfunction. I think you get 40 minutes, don't you? If there's only two of you. She's now on the table playing. Can you see her?
Yes, she's
very maybe mindful worship with my cat here. Oh, bless her. Just being fast asleep. I can't remember what we were saying at that point. Just how nice it is
for everyone to come together as a community, and that it doesn't really tend to happen as much anymore, does it?
No, I think it's really lovely, and I think I think going forward for the rest of the week, I know we've got 2 more worships from Miss Boswood and Miss Wilcox to come. And I think by Friday it'd be really nice for us all to think about how like we have been generous this week, or like what the most generous thing maybe we've done or we've had done to us.
That we received.
Because then I guess that reflects on like what you've said to start us off and what generosity means. I don't know what my most generous thing so far would have been this week. I have to think.
Yeah.
I make Brad a cup of tea every morning. That's good going.
Yeah, I just sit with Dan and make him a coffee.
Yeah. So that's nice. Always a nice like wake up in the morning. But then actually saying that, yesterday you were very kind and you offered to do mum some food shopping for me.
I did actually,
because
yeah.
Miss Gindle lives closer to my mum than what I do, and she's staying in at the moment. And Miss Gindle sent me a quick message saying, did she need anything from the shop? And I was like, oh, that's so lush. Really nice. So yeah, thank you. And I guess I'll think about what else I've done particularly this week for that. Yeah, should we share a hymn?
Yes. Okay, so hopefully this
That'd be lovely.
we're going to sing My Lighthouse.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are my light, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness.
Perfect. I love that song.
It's really lovely, isn't it? It's one of my favourites.
Yeah, I love our version that we did as staff. I think it would be really special for a very long time. Anyway, I think that's probably the end of our worship today. I'm going to say a little prayer, and if you'd like to make it your own, then please say Amen. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing to us a lot of thoughts about generosity in this time, for allowing us to have a little bit of reflection period on how we can be more generous as a person, and how we can be really grateful for the people who are being really generous to us. help us to stay generous throughout this time period, and to continue that on, and to live by that value, and for all the happiness that it brings to us and to others. Help us to stay well and to keep our families safe. Amen.
Amen.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Miss Gingell?
Probably, but I've forgotten. So if I have, then I'll put it on the box.
No, that's fine. I think it's really nice doing a worship like this, and we'll try and do this again for next week. And both of us have had a conversation, haven't we, that we find it really strange in the mornings, like what to say now. So we are thinking about different things that we can do and say, and how to engage with you in different ways, because I think it's becoming quite tricky, isn't it? Like to think.
I might even start setting new challenges, Miss Kilby.
Oh yeah, that'd be quite cool. We could do cooking challenges, baking challenges, challenges with our cats.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one. But yeah, I think if there's anything that we can think of, or just that you can think of, let us know, because yeah, it's strange for us as well, isn't it? Like, so it'd be nice to do things slightly different each day. I think that's probably it.
I think so. Okay, I'll blow out the candles. Jesus is the light of the world.
A light no darkness can put out. So I don't know whether you're saying it or not. I think that's probably it for today, isn't it? But we will speak to you soon, and we'll be there.
Have an amazing Wednesday day of home learning.
And we'll speak to you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.